everybody, it's Kathy Weiss. Welcome to a bonus channeled message. I'm coming to you live this beautiful rainy Friday afternoon in California from my reading room. And when I call it my reading room, that's kind of like got this cool like dual meaning because you can see from the books behind me, this is literally our library and where you can sit and read, and it's fabulous. But this is also the room where I do my intuitive readings with clients, either in person or via Skype. So hey, welcome to the reading room. Today I have a bonus message for you about social media survival. And I'm a little bit nervous today about doing the channeled message because all of the other bonus messages I've done, I think there's been about 4 of them so far. The whole message has been channeled prior, and what I would hear with those is to wait until I was prompted to go ahead and deliver the message. What's interesting with this one is that I know that there is a message that needs to be delivered about social media survival, and I've gotten little bits and pieces of it, but the whole thing hasn't been delivered. And what I was hearing and what I'm hearing now is that this is going to be more of a live channel for you guys. So you're actually going to be able to watch me channel the message almost in its entirety, as opposed to when I translate them first and then come to you later. So a couple of things to know when you're watching me channel live is a lot of times my eyes are going to cheat up and to my right, and that's just because when I'm hearing things, to me it feels like it's coming in through my right ear, and I sometimes even tilt my head and I'll close my eyes. So just know that when I'm doing those things, that's when I'm actually receiving the message, and I sometimes speak a little bit more choppy because I need to hear a few words at a time as I deliver them. And so lastly, before I dive into the message today, for those of you who don't know how this type of energy works, or if you think that I'm making it up, what science is starting to catch up with and understand about people like myself who utilize the skills of, I'm going to be using more clairaudience today. That means I'm going to be hearing things or hearing words. Is that we're not using the thinking mind. The mind actually goes into a state very similar to meditation, so where that part of the mind is shut down. So where this other information comes from, we still don't know, but it's definitely not from me, and it doesn't feel like my own thoughts or my own words. So just so you understand a little bit about how that works. But if you have questions or comments along the way, shoot them down here and I will absolutely do my best to answer you. Sometimes I'm not going to see it in the moment as I channel, but I might be able to come back and catch it on the back end. So let's get started with today's bonus message about social media survival. So the most important thing I'm hearing that you need to know first is that social media is a valuable and valid tool, and it is reasonable to use it in a way that is wise and respectful. But you need to understand that it is only a fraction of what life has to offer. And today's message comes in conjunction with Monday's live intuitive reading. So that was with Adriana, sorry, that was with Adriana, and part of Adriana's message was how she was feeling like some days are good or up days and some days are down or like meh kind of days, not like horrible days, but like meh days. And so what we're seeing on social media is people's highs, vacations. Oh my gosh, the Hawaii pictures right now are like, killing me because I could so want to go to Hawaii right now. So we're seeing like vacations and concerts and people at amusement parks and going for gorgeous hikes and all of these beautiful high moments of life. And we also see very low moments of life. We see hospitalizations. We see people getting rushed to the emergency room. We see people experiencing the death of a loved one. And so these really low moments when we need support from other people. But what we don't often see is like the meh. It's not the worst day of your life. It's not even like a horrible day. It's just those times of life that are mundane and ordinary, and that life is full of far more mundane and ordinary moments than the dramatic highs and lows. We all have to take out the trash sometimes, or do the dishes, or the pile of laundry that I'm a small, if you guys haven't met me in person, I'm not even 5 feet tall. So there are days when I feel like the laundry pile is like huger than me. Why would we put a picture of that? I mean, sometimes people might do it for humor or to be funny, but generally we're not going to see that type of stuff. We're not going to see driving the kids to the dentist and to soccer and getting frazzled because you can't find the keys, and and then like the cat barfs on the rug or whatever. And we don't see those days that are just where one thing after another adds up to where we're just kind of at our wits end, and we're frustrated, and we're kind of like losing our mind a little bit, or having a huge meltdown, or things like that. And so many of these moments we're deeming as not worthy of posting on social media. And many of us are confusing the not worthiness of the moment for the not worthiness of ourself and our lives. And many of us are now beginning to feel that we are not worthy and we are not valuable because our life is full of mundane, unpostable events. And there is a great confusion lying in many people's hearts, minds, and souls. And our souls are being degraded, and our souls are crumbling. And this may not even be at the surface, and you may not even be highly aware, but many of us deep inside are crumbling because we're starting to feel that our life experiences aren't worthy because they aren't full of moments that we want other people to see outside of our personal family units. And so, okay, I'm hearing like two different things at the same time. Let me, one at a time. So many of us are now feeling isolated from the outside world or from outside of our family unit because we think we're the only ones experiencing the day-to-day mundane difficulties of life. Whose turn is it to do laundry? Whose turn is it to take out the trash? Or the struggle of working out finances, or the struggle of, if you're married and you have children, the struggle of when are we going to have grown-up adult time in the bedroom type of stuff, and it's been forever. Or if we're single, we think that we're the only people that feel lonely as we just kind of hang out by ourselves and look at this scrolling of people having amazing lives. So you're being asked to take a moment and step back and realize the value of this tool, because social media is a really valuable tool to create connections and relationships, but to understand that that's what its purpose is. You begin the connection and the relationship, but then you need to widen your perspective and recognize that all of those other people posting their highs and their lows have just as much mundane, ordinary life experience as you. You're not alone. You're not the only person who has an upset stomach or gets fearful or depressed or afraid. I said that already. You're not the only person who feels like they don't know what they're doing. You're not the only person that wishes someone would lead the way. And so to recognize that your life has worth, your life has value, and we're asking for each of you who sees and hears and watches this message to be grateful that the medium or the way that you received it was through social media, and to recognize the value that this tool has. And we're asking you to reach out to any other human being that you feel could recognize themselves in your life struggles. And we're asking you to reestablish human connection, voice-to-voice connection, so phone calls or meeting in person, and to remember the value of a warm embrace is more meaningful and life-changing to other human beings than the virtual high five. And that while that has value, you must strive a little bit more, a little bit harder, with a little bit more sincerity to recreate the human connection that has been lost through this tool. And so again, we want to reiterate, this tool is valuable. It is a good and healthy medium when used properly. But many humans need to remember to step away from it in order to reclaim their soul's purpose, reclaim their soul's light, and reclaim the joy of humanity in all of its glory and all of its mundaneness, by recognizing your worth and your value, which has nothing to do with whether or not you choose or feel that your moments are worth sharing and posting online. This message is complete. I so hope that that made sense to some of you who ended up watching this live or watching it later when I channel. A lot of times I don't even remember what was said. A few tidbits are kind of sticking in there for me, but not 100%. So please, if you watch this video and there was something about it that you found valuable or that resonated with you, shoot me a comment and let me know, or private message me. Absolutely. And if you would like a customized try that one again. If you would like a customized intuitive energy healing reading session, private message me, reach out, let's get you feeling better with some elevated vitality. Or you can always learn more at my website, which is Kathy-Weiss.com. Have an awesome, beautiful rest of your Friday or whatever day of the week it is when you're watching this video. Thanks for watching. I love you guys so much. Namaste.